Welcome back, everybody, to Honorbound, Redemption of the New Guard, our 5th edition D&D campaign. For those of you who are just tuning in, we are making our way through the starter packet that comes with the 5th edition box set. And it's a pre-made quest and everything. And when we're done with this, and the player's handbook comes out, we will create custom characters and go on a custom campaign that is not the starting campaign. But
that's going to be
a fun way to learn the rules.
Yeah, this is a great way to learn the rules, great way to get familiarized with the brand new system, and a pretty solid introduction. So let's do it.
Yes. So in the streets of Phandalin, we are facing off against the Red Brands. You want to take it away, Chucky?
The Red Brands. So he walks in front, loosens his sword in his scabbard, and say, "So what will you do? What carries of you?"
You stand accused of murder. You are striking an awfully bold pose, given the circumstances.
He looks at the others, who have already unsheathed their swords, and said, "Murder? Well, dandy guys, we've been accused of murder."
Kidnapping.
Kneel down and say, "Carp, go hide behind those trees over there," and point across the street. And then I want to, since I've been trying to hide behind Ryan this whole time, I want to try and see if I can slip behind the house. If you could, if we're here in the middle of the street, I kind of want to do one of those while they talk. Like if I can slip to the side of the house, I want to run around, and so I'm hanging out on the other corner.
Give me a stealth check.
My stealth check is 7, so D20 plus 7.
Cover.
Exactly.
14.
Yeesh.
No way.
No.
You move, and as he's saying, "Well, if we've been accused of murder, why not continue?" And she says, "Oh, shit photos! We've missed you." That little guy. Come over here. And then roll initiative. Because they do unsheath their weapons completely.
Okay. Initiative is still...
They're making this too easy for me.
Is it D10 or D20 these days?
It's a D20. It's a dex check.
D20 plus your dex.
Well,
there's an initiative
plus your initiative, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically dex.
4.
Special circumstances.
Do we get half level to things?
No.
No.
Okay.
You get your proficiency bonus on certain things, which change with scaling.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Yeah. That's what I was sort of saying during the break. I like how they did the scaling in this edition. They actually reduced how quickly you gain attack bonus, and sort of compensated by increasing damage output.
Yeah.
So a first level character has a chance to hit a dragon, for example, a reasonable chance to hit a dragon.
Yeah, it was their...
Do not have the skill to make the blow count.
They have the bounded accuracy rule set or concept where you can always hit pretty much anything, but their damage output's just so high you can't stand up to them, and your damage output's too low to actually take them down anytime soon.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, so our initiatives
I don't know if I agree with it, but
yep, and they go first. So you have 4 bandits you are facing off.
So I assume there's one right in front of me, and several hanging back on the porch.
3 of them. Right on the porch. But they have already raised themselves and taken out the swords. And 2 of them approach you, while 2 of them are very interested in mutton. So both you guys, the 4 of them are literally in front of the 2 of you. Peter seems to be somewhat ignored.
We'll need Peter when it comes time for a trial. So, by the way, I was looking up non-lethal damage, and it seems like they make it stupid easy. Like you can just declare non-lethal
any melee attack you can declare.
Oh yeah, you can.
After damage is dealt, and you are told they are knocked unconscious, you can say, "Oh, he's not dead; he's just unconscious."
Yeah. But only
wait, you can declare it after you make your attack,
rolled and someone falls unconscious. You can declare, "I knocked them unconscious. I didn't kill them."
You should know, Neil. You did this.
I mean, I can give you a page number.
I know. I believe you, Ryan. I struggle with this concept.
Handbook will have several optional damage and healing systems.
Yeah.
And we can house rule this further down the line, but for the time being,
we'll stick with the base.
Very easy to beat these guys bloody and question them later.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so bandits go first.
The engine.
They take out the swords, and 2 of them try and attack Feinwick first. dice on the ground. Well, that's just an 8. Let's see what's their bonus.
AC
So
17.
17. That's 13 against AC. Y'all okay? And let's see against Mutton. Mutton, we have just an 18 against AC. What's your AC?
My AC is 14.
14. That hits. You take about 5 points of damage, Mutton.
About 5. You can round it down to 3 if you want.
You know, that sounds like what I'll do. I'll just round it to 3.
Okay, and that seems to be their turn. Not a very glorious of turns. But next,
Peter Vern.
Peter Vern, yeah.
Oh
turn.
wow! Did I really roll higher than either of you?
Yeah.
I rolled
you
a
rolled a
1.
I will unship my warhammer and hit the one in front of Ryan because I think he's the one that's closest to me.
Easy pickings.
15. That is not a hit against. Actually, no, that is a hit against them. So, roll your damage. I was reading the hit points.
It's bludgeoning if it matters.
Yeah, there's bludgeoning, but doesn't matter now. So you do a hefty amount of damage on this guy. He doesn't seem to be standing on his feet too good, but he's still up. Give me 1 sec. This is good. There's need to roll HP for the others as well.
Alright. I
Because
assume
you
I'm
guys
up
wanted
next.
to roll HP. You and Mutton are at the same time.
Sweet.
Oh, we are.
You are.
Initiative and you're plus
What?
4.
So,
Or plus 3.
what sorts of things give advantage?
Nothing that we have.
Basically, it has to say it gives you advantage. So, like, there's a few spells.
But what sort of positional?
Oh, I wanted to say
things can give you
something,
advantage.
before Mutton, you
think-
do get one. I am gonna give you 1 inspiration because of the how you operate your character. Because I really liked it. So you can use your inspiration whenever to give you advantage on a roll.
Okay.
That is an interesting feature that showed up in this edition that sort of is up to the DM how to dish out. It's basically
Yeah.
the equivalent of action, what are they called? Action points?
Yeah.
In,
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not sure. I haven't
It's kind
played
of,
40.
it's kind of the equivalent of DM's best friend, which has always been around.
Yeah.
They've always said to give people situational +2s or -2s.
But this isn't.
depending on
This
how-
is situational action, isn't it? I mean, you can use it for
No.
other things, but it's like
advantage just gives you a roll advantage because you
not
get to roll 2d20s.
advantage.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
yeah,
Inspiration
it's
is DM
basically
grants you a free action.
Is it really just a?
no, not a free action.
You can
no,
use it for all
that's-
sorts of things, but that's what
it's
you
free
can use it to
advantage.
make an extra.
Yeah.
It's free advantage, not free attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
basically I'm this doesn't mean that I don't like your role playing, but it's just like I liked how Mutton has been role playing as
Yeah.
such. That's why
No,
I'm
it
giving
seems
him
much more. I
inspiration.
mean, he's got history with these guys.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you have an
But I
inspiration. You
think
can use it now. You can use
Does
it later.
back attack grant advantage?
Um.
No.
Because there's no facing
Flanking.
yet.
But I'm within 5 feet of them, so you get.
Yeah. I'm not worried
Yeah.
about not getting my sneak attack. I was just curious as to what I could do that would give me advantage.
It seems to me they've kept it intentionally.
Surprise. You can like if you have surprise on them, you automatically have advantage on the roll. So
Okay.
whenever you
Yeah.
surprise a character, you have advantage on it. I don't think Frank does anything yet.
All right. Well, it's
At least not
time
for
then
five scenes.
to turn this into sexy commando type D&D.
Sexy Commander.
Have you
Go.
seen the anime?
You take off your underwear?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off my pants, surprise the shit out of them, waddle at them like a duck, and then kill them all with one blow.
I'm hoping that was a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. I'm just gonna attack normal.
I'm-
Short sword in one hand, D20 plus 5.
You considering your
Alright.
name, your normal attack ought to be like tripping into people and accidentally stabbing them.
Yeah. 9 with the short sword.
No. Nope.
And I think this is going to be
No proficiency.
my
On this one, if
scimitar. Am I not proficient with scimitar?
No,
You didn't buy a short sword? You had an
it is a
opportunity to buy a
martial
short sword.
weapon.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I didn't think about it until before we got into this fight. Scimitar is
It's a martial weapon. You don't
yeah.
have.
No, okay. So then D20 plus 3 for that. 20.
Ooh, that's a hit. Go into your damage.
Okay, 2d6. 7 damage.
7 damage to the guy in front of you, and he actually seems to be bleeding heavily. Like he's barely standing on his feet.
Okay. I'm striking at another one. 16.
Okay.
The one. How about the one who was talking
That's
to
it.
me?
The one you're talking to. Good. This looks to be the browniest of them all. So go for it.
7 damage.
7 points of damage. It doesn't seem to be affecting him very much, but you do that amount of damage to him. He's still on his feet, not even bothered. So let's now.
Then I'm going to go ahead and play with
Yeah.
my new class feature just for the hell of it. Action Surge. I push myself beyond my normal limits for a moment. I take an additional action on top of my regular action. So I'm making a second
Nice.
attack.
Can you do this every
can do
round?
that.
Boom, boom. No,
You can do it every short rest.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
So
like
I
the
rapidly strike him twice with my axe. For a total
it's
of
like the
11
health
damage.
thing. He doesn't seem to be faring that well this time.
Yeah, I have to take a short rest before I can do that again.
Okay.
Okay. Bandit's turn. Same thing. They're attacking. One of them actually turns around to Peter Verne, the one you hit, Peter, and he's attacking you. The leader is still attacking Feinwick. The other two are focused on Mutton.
Guys,
So it's-
guys, come on! Can't we let bygones be bygones?
Shit photos.
They're gonna bygone your limbs.
That's
Your
about right.
limbs will bygone.
Peter, you are missed by these deviants, and you are hit, Feinwick, for 9 points of 9 points of damage.
Getting the blood pumping.
Ouch.
Okay, that's a lot of
I
damage.
laugh
And let's see.
confidently. Is that the best you've got? Probably, literally, is the best they've got. I'm guessing that was a max damage.
Yeah.
That was a max damage actually. Let's go and see what happens with Mutton, and they both roll 2 4s, which is a miss completely. And we go to
Excellent.
Peter.
Well,
Go
I'm
Peter.
gonna say, is that the best you got to the one that? Unless, how bad off are you, Ryan?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm not bloodied.
I'm gonna
It
miss.
hasn't been implemented in this edition yet, but I think it is going to be an optional rule in the player's handbook.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done. Now we go to Feinwick and Mutton. Take your turns however you like.
All right.
Same thing.
want to.
Oh, by the way, to your question before, you can help somebody in an attack, and if somebody declares that
Oh,
they
yeah.
want to help, they can give you advantage on the attack.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to give it my actions to give you advantage.
No, I'm just throwing you.
Oh, Max, I split this guy's head.
Well, how do you wanna kill him?
non-lethally? He's not dead. He's not dead.
I non-lethally decapitate him.
I bring my axe. I'm bringing it down overhead. As I see that he is totally not paying attention and about to get cleaved in two, I deftly rotate it 90 degrees at the last minute and just bring the flat of the blade hard down on his
Sounds
forehead,
amazing.
knocking
Sounds
him
amazing.
unconscious in a single blow. Well, 3 blows, but I bring the leader to his knees.
That's great. By the way, new sub. Have a new sub?
Yay!
You have
Yay,
it.
sub.
One of us. Okay.
All right. Well, that's
Dragons and baguettes for the sub.
dragons and
Yeah.
baguettes.
Make some baguettes and roast them in the dragon fire.
That's how you make a Mithro baguette.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Okay, you just like smack this guy and he falls on the ground unconscious. And now we go to the others, and to Mutton.
all right. So is one of the guys that I'm squaring off against still within 5 feet of Fenric?
Yes, you can just call me Milord.
Yes.
Milord. Okay. All right. So if one of them's still within 5 feet of Milord, I will attack him.
You will
D20
attack him.
plus
Go.
5 with a short sword is a 15,
That's a hit,
and without the short sword is a 22.
and that's a hit. Is it that a crit or only 20 in this starter set?
Only a natural 20 is a crit.
Only natural 20. Go on.
All right. So damage bonus with my short sword is 11, or damage with my short sword is
Okay.
11, and with my other, whoops, it's just 1d6.
He falls to the ground So do you wanna?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll turn my second attack against the other guy next to me then.
Yeah. So this guy is on the ground. You attack the second guy.
The
Go.
second guy with a straight D6, 6 damage. Nice.
He seems to go down easily as well. You kill both of them in one attack.
Oh, wow.
All right, the other guy's first attack.
So there's one left.
You guys' next attack.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
round.
and the other guy is like, oh fuck, and he takes a disengage action and runs towards Tresendar Manor.
Okay. So Neil,
So
did you
guys pursue him?
What's his
Or
speed?
from what you can make out, it's about 25 feet.
Okay, so I can catch
25
up to him.
So do you guys pursue him or do you let him go?
it's Peter's turn.
I'm gonna chase after him and hit him with my warhammer.
So did Bumbletoes kill the
Miss.
two ruffians, or
I'm
did
pretty
you,
sure that misses.
you didn't declare non-lethal? So I'm assuming you killed them, Neil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that miss?
That misses, and he does get away because he now dashes.
He does not get away. I get an attack.
No,
Yeah.
if you run after him, as well.
Yeah.
I'm debating. I think it looks cooler if I transfer my axe to my left hand, grab a javelin from my bandolier, and huck it straight for his Achilles.
Do it.
15.
Nice.
It's a hit.
D6 plus 3. Oh, max damage.
Nice.
Is that hamstring the bastard? That was non-lethal damage.
I non-lethally skewered him with my javelin.
I skewered his leg. He's just on the ground, passed out from the pain.
Yeah, you just non-lethally pierce his chest. It's okay. It's still alive.
Wait, you can't declare that because it only applies to melee attacks, and that was a ranged attack.
Really?
Yeah, so he's dead.
Okay.
Seriously?
Yep.
I'm gonna
Read the
double
roll.
check that. Okay, you might be right.
Well, if it doesn't apply to melee, I'd say he's dead.
Yes, it only applies to melee. You are correct.
He is dead.
We have one of them alive. We only needed one.
He's unconscious and stable. All right.
Yeah.
So I remove his weapons and I drag the unconscious body to the center of town, gesturing the dwarf to follow me. I just grab him. Yeah.
Gone? No, go on.
I put my axe back on my back, grab him by the ankle, and start dragging him to the town square. And I gesture
Okay,
to the dwarf
there are
to follow
people
me.
that are gathering around you right now. They're like, woo, woo, and we're clapping, and children are kind of jumping around. Take those demons down!
I announce I hope that a crowd is forming.
And now the crowd is forming.
I'll help Ryan assemble
Yes,
a crowd with a little bit of whatever my cantrip is. Thaumaturgy. Make my voice really loud. Hear ye, hear ye.
You can make your voice boom. Okay. Yeah. I announce, greetings, noble people of Phandalin. I am Fenric Corlin. I hold this ruffian on trial for murder and kidnapping. As an objective arbiter, I call to the stand, what's your character? Peter Verne, priest.
Kill!
Kill! Peter, how judge you this criminal?
It's my god's name.
This accused criminal.
Back of your character sheet. Lower left side.
Yeah. Martha Mordoon, whose domain is life. In the eyes of the god of life, he has deprived people unjustly of theirs. I say, Martha Mordoon finds him guilty of murder.
All right. I remove my axe from my back, and in the sight of the gods, I sentence you to death.
Wait! Don't you think we have some questions for him first?
I behead him in the town square.
You behead the unconscious man. And
he didn't even give him a chance to speak for himself.
No, he was still unconscious.
The gods
90 damage. The crowd seems to be very happy, but somebody isn't in the crowd. And you see a little stocky man dressed in lavish clothes coming with two guards to his side. He comes up to you. Guards. No, guards.
I was under the impression there were no guards. What makes me think there are guards?
It makes you think because this seems to be the mayor of the town, and they seem to have not red cloaks,
Mayor.
and they do mayor. Yes, seems to be the mayor of the town.
I didn't know this town had a mayor. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, there is a town master's hall. In the end,
He did say something about the mayor earlier today.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was talking about me.
This guy looks at you. Well, this isn't good business. Come on, we're trying to raise the city out of poverty. Now we're killing our inhabitants. This is not good.
I think killing
Inhabitants
don't raise
thieves
any more
is good for
trouble.
business.
With all due respect, I am bringing justice and order to your little corner of the world. And a little bit of holiness, and I gesture to the priest.
That's all good and well, but there are many, and you're four. What if they retaliate? How will we survive that?
I will bring them all to justice.
We're gonna go
One
take care of
by
them right now, so you don't have to worry about this ever again.
Well, I find it hard to believe if three of you can deal with all of them. But if you do, I know Sildar will want to have a word with you.
When Sildar finds his sword again, tell him he can join us.
Ouch.
I will tell him so. But please do take care. If you fall, we are at the mercy of them, and they do not have much mercy to begin with.
We will not fall. We have Martha Tor on our side.
Martha Morduin.
Martha Morduin. Is that a dwarven god, or is that just a generic god of life?
Your god, Martha Morduin, is the dwarf god of wanderers, travelers, and outcasts.
Okay. Seems quite
Okay.
appropriate considering the town we are in.
Yeah, I think we're doing good in this area of stuff being on our side.
All right. So I guess we continue on to Tresendar Manor, leaving the bodies in the streets for someone else to deal with.
Yeah, I call
Carp.
over. I wave him over from behind the trees. So I'm like, all right, Carp.
Awesome.
No,
That was awesome.
no, it
Good
was
job,
dangerous.
Michael.
We almost all died. It's not fun.
But you killed
No.
both of them.
Yeah, we did this time, but we might not next. Don't. This is bad. Don't fight. Fighting is bad. Now take us to this tunnel, then go home.
This way. Okay. So he kind of walks around, and jumps around. Even that's how happy he is. And well, by the way, you are not aware, Bambatus, of the hideout here. When you were in this band, they were just hanging around the sleeping giant.
Okay.
This is something new for you.
Okay.
He goes to Tresendar Manor, and it seems to be more a castle than a house. Stands at the edge of town on a low hillside amid woods and thickets. The ancient manor has long been abandoned, but its cellars have now been converted into something else, and Carp shows you just that. There was a little entrance just outside a trestle of tickets. Seems to be a cellar door of some kind, hidden away from prying eyes. It says, here's where they entered. It's secret of something. But big man came out, and I got scared.
You've done well, little one. I hand him a gold coin, and I tell him to buy himself a sweet.
Yay!
You could buy like a store.
I sit down and say, guys, I could use a bit of a rest before we go. Let's just catch our breath and discuss our.
That seems like a reasonable plan.
Yeah.
So we sort of crouch in the bushes nearby.
Are you going to second wind and then take your rest?
That sounds much better, actually. I was gonna rest and use my
Hit dice.
my hit dice, but your plan is much better. This is why we keep Justin around.
Whoa! I'm not just a replacement for Jackson.
My bad.
That's pretty funny though.
Yeah.
Now, this is actually not what Jackson was good at.
No. No, he was good at pissing off.
die a lot?
Justin, yeah, and he got way too interested in his character's backstory and pushing the limits with how far he could take the role playing and not piss the DM off.
Yeah. Those
Justin
were good times.
here was one of the best 4th edition players that I've ever met. And I'm expecting that once there are sufficient rules and options out in 5th edition, he will be our resident min-maxer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Optimization consultant.
We'll see that in August.
Yeah.
So I will use my second wind, and then we'll take an hour-long rest in the bushes near the manor.
Okay. By the way, all of you have 2 hit dice to spend.
Yep. Now that we're
Because
level 2.
we will rest.
I'm going to use a second wind before the rest.
All right. I'm going to use
And
one
then
of my
we'll
hit
see
dice.
10. So I'm at full before the rest even starts.
1.
You get to add your
con modifier,
con
which is 0, I
modifier.
think.
Okay.
My con mod 1, so 2.
Oh, what's everyone? I have everyone's max HP real quick.
12.
Max HP is 20. And with my second wind, I just returned to max.
Okay. I have an ability
Martin
where I
rolled
can
a
restore a certain amount of
1
HP, but I can only restore people up to half of their full health.
Okay. Yeah. So,
So I'm just going to keep track of it, so if it becomes relevant.
Okay, so you guys rest. You guys get your HP back, however much or however little. And the cellar door lies just yonder.
All right, guys. Ready to do this?
Standard marching order?
Yeah. Fenric in front, Peter in the middle, and I'll watch our backs.
All right, let's go.
very well. I'm feeling fresh and rested.
All right, guys. Let's do this.
All right. So I open the cellar door, keeping the axe in my right hand.
Okay, well, let's open a little untitled page so I can draw stuff for you again.
Bum bum bum.
Pum pum pum. So the door opens onto a 5-foot wide landing, 15 feet above a large cellar, with stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north. A large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, basically a little fountain-like thing, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. So what you see here, this is how the room looks. This is a door here. Then have only wall. And this is.
And where did the staircase come in? Where did we come in?
This is the landing here. I'm just gonna put it like this.
Okay. And there's barrels all tucked in the corners.
Yeah, there's barrels tucked in the corner. There's a little cistern over here that's pouring water into this little pool-like thing, fountain-like thing, and those barrels all around this side and this side as well.
What is the lighting situation like?
There is close to no light here, but once we open the cellar door, which is pretty big, there is a dim light around the room. So, at least in this room itself, you have dim lighting. But going further on without a light source would be perilous.
I'll cast light on your axe again.
I thank you, Peter.
It's a really useful spell.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is. All right. So we open the door.
Okay, just one thing that I need to check at the dwarf.
Are we going down the stairs?
We just came down the stairs, and now we're in this room.
From a secret
Going
tunnel? That seems really weird.
It was like a cellar door. So like we opened up a...
Exactly. And
Imagine like Wizard of Oz or
going
something, that outdoor basement entrance.
It just seems weird that we'd come up a secret tunnel and end up going downstairs into a basement.
How...
think there was no. I mean, the secret tunnel was basically a door in the dirt.
Oh,
That
okay.
leads
Never mind.
to this basement. I think the
Sounds
secret
weird.
tunnel might be in
It
front
just
of
seems weird.
us.
I was imagining it differently, so it seems weird in my head, but it's fine.
Yeah. So I'm. Yeah.
No, I'm just looking for something because in other editions, dwarves had something they need to keep track of in the places like this, but I don't think you have it. So
Are
okay.
you thinking of like Dungeon Sense?
Yeah, dungeons. I was actually thinking of another thing, but if I say it, I think it's gonna spoil some things. So just ignore it.
Yeah.
No,
There's
no.
no dungeon. There's no like dungeoneering skill in this edition.
No.
Yeah. So you
But I
guys,
think dwarves can detect slopes and things like that, can't they? Underground.
I think
that's what
one
I
of
was
the things you're
basically
thinking about,
was
but
looking
you
for.
can't do it in this edition.
You can't.
Yeah, it's actually called stone cunning, but I think stone cunning is something different here.
Dwarves.
Yeah, it's different here.
Very well. Okay, so I open that door.
Okay. You open the door and there's a little room there as well. Which I will draw for you. I don't know why this is a different color. Ignore it. It's the same room. So the next room, what seems to be a storeroom pressed into service as living quarters. Two double bunks stand against the wall near the door, while barrels and crates fill the southern half of the chamber. You are at the entrance here, and you have right on your axe. You're the first one in. So what do you do?
I step into the room to make way for the others and survey the scene.
Wait, I want to check that cistern.
I
The-
like you
the
to
water.
give me a spot check, by the way.
Okay, I'll give a spot check. I guess Peter is looking at the cistern in the previous room.
Yeah, I want to look at the
Okay.
cistern.
And you give me a spot check as well as you're peering aside of the cistern.
Perception.
It's perception, right?
Yeah, perception.
16.
Ooh, critical fail.
16. Okay, so Peter, let's go first because while we open this door, let's say Peter checks this, and you see something there. A satchel just down there about 2 feet below the surface of the water. But as soon as you see this satchel, you hear a rah, ha 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 ha, and finally you are surprised by 3 red brand ruffians that seem to have been waiting for you on the corner of the rooms. And they get surprised and yeah,
But do they get a surprise round, or do they just get advantage on the first round?
they get advantage on this attack basically, and then you roll initiative.
Oh, they get a free attack with advantage. Neil, you're
Exactly.
muted, or your mic is on your head.
Thanks.
Did you say anything different, or were you just...
No, I was just confirming what you were saying.
Flat-footed AC. What's your flat-footed AC?
17. There's no flat-footed in this, and I don't have a dex bonus either way. In fact, I have a -1 to dex, but in this edition, if you are wearing heavy armor, you just ignore dex entirely.
Wait, it ignores
Yeah.
your bonuses and penalties?
Yep.
Yep. It seems like
Oh, a
all
little
of them
goofy.
have.
It's an interesting...
All of them
rule.
have been laughing before the actual manner because all of them miss with
They were just
6 dice.
They were laughing at you
All
too
of
hard.
them.
They just like swung and missed.
Ha 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 ha. Oh fuck.
All right. So now we roll initiative. I
You roll
shout,
initiative exactly.
We got a live one in here.
Free about.
Yeah, okay, cool. D20 plus 3. 22! Hell yes.
Those are some good
Martin,
rolls.
go.
I leap forward towards the guy who is next to Ryan, if I can.
I believe I
Yeah.
declared that I stepped into the room and cleared
And
the way
made room for you.
guys.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
do have enough.
I
room
am
to-
sort of off to the side.
Alright,
there,
cool. So
something
then
like
I
that.
will hop in and make my attack. Yeah. Bam! 14?
That's a hit.
Yes. I will take
Go
my
for it.
2d6 plus 3 on this. 8 damage to the ruffian.
8 damage to this filthy ruffian. And he seems to survive it pretty good.
I take my second attack at him, which crits. Yeah, a crit is just you double damage
Double
dice, right?
damage,
Yeah, double
Nothing
dice.
else.
It's 2d6.
exactly.
And
By the way,
then
if
I do 11 to him as well.
Yeah, he's on the ground dead.
All right, so short
by
sword
the way-
here, dagger there, or scimitar there. Yeah.
Are they wielding short swords? Because we could get you a short sword finally.
Yeah, maybe we should go do that. I can't believe I forgot to do that again.
All right, so I attack at one of the others. 17.
That's a hit.
Actually, I'm assuming that I'm going before them, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
had
you actually,
16, I
yeah,
believe.
you are.
Yeah.
You are going exactly
fifth.
after. The bandits are last, and the initiative third.
That's 3. 7 damage.
So 7 points of damage. This guy is not down, but he's not looking well at all. So let's now go with Peter. Peter,
Is
you're
there
next.
room for me to stand in there, like next to them, so I can hit them?
Not next to them, but there's another guy to the side that you can attack. It's basically 2 of them were waiting on the right wall, and 1 of them was waiting on the left wall.
Okay, I'll hit him.
Okay, so that's a hit. Go for damage. And to damage this guy pretty much.
I
their
just
turn now.
swinged him.
This guy attacks Peter and finally scores a hit for 7 points of damage.
Really? He hit AC 18? That sucks.
Yup. You have a pretty nice bonus. And one of them attacks you, Peter, and what's your
You
AC?
mean Fenric
It's 18.
or
No, one of the attack Peter, and then one of them attacks Fenwick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
I have 17 AC.
Okay, good. So you're okay. Nothing happens to
Yep. All right.
you. It's Martin's turn.
Martin.
Martin.
Okay.
Two.
How many are left standing?
2.
2 of them.
Okay, and they're just in this room, any particular place?
One is next
yeah,
to
one of
me
them-
and probably next to you, and the other is
One of them
on
is
the other
right
side
here.
of Peter.
Yeah.
And one here.
All right. I'll peel off and kind of slip around behind the guy that is facing off with Ryan, and then I will stab him.
Do it.
D. I cannot type for the life of me. 17
It's a hit.
for 9 damage.
And this guy goes down with a thump.
Okay, and then I will use the other half of my movement to slip next to the guy next to Justin. And D20 plus 3, 22. Wow, nice damage output.
And
Neil.
this guy is not down yet. He seems to be still up. And it's Feinwick's turn.
I turn to
That's
finish
a
him
miss.
off, but probably miss.
Exactly. And Peter.
I also missed.
Peter, you miss as well. This guy takes a disengage action, as it seems proper with all of these bandits whenever they're left alone. And he runs outside screaming, "Intruders!
How does he get?
Intruders!"
Okay, I guess if he just,
He can disengage action is means that he uses his standard action to basically make all his movement
I'm like
non-susceptible.
in
to
the
attacks
doorway
of
though.
them.
How is he getting past me?
You're not in the doorway. You turn around here to be able to face him.
Okay.
So you're basically a bit far off. So just like
and he doesn't provoke
jumps
opportunities
around.
for anything. I mean, he just
Because he
slides
So
back.
disengaged.
wait a minute. So
Disengage.
if we have the party that's kind of covering this door, right? And he
Yep.
is over here in this big circle, he can disengage through us.
I think the rules
No,
are
not
not
fully.
clear. I'm guessing eventually
those
they
are
will
not-
make
but
sliding
you guys-
I think
Go on.
sliding through
disengage-
other squares will probably eventually be difficult terrain or something of the sort where he has to slow down to get through us. Or maybe you can't even move through squares
But-
that are.
But basically, he would have taken attacks of opportunity heading up and disengaging. But
but
he like
forgot-
moved.
he skipped his action to disengage and avoid attacks opportunity.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So he's probably 25, 30 feet away from us.
Yeah, he's not. It's not like he's far away.
He's shouting.
That's
but
fine.
he's- yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's finish
So
him off
he,
then.
He runs off and go, Martin. What do you do in your turn?
Oh, I sprint after him and attack if I can reach
Okay,
him.
do me a spot check.
Spot check.
Exactly.
What is the spot check? It's
Perception.
just a
Spot
perception
check.
check.
Perception. Sorry. Yeah, just perception. I keep on saying spot check, which is actually a 3.5 thing.
14.
You managed to, you don't see him anywhere. Where the fuck did he disappear? But you see something. There's a door slightly ajar on the other side of here, of the cistern, right over here.
Okay.
Seems to be a secret door that he in his rush forgot to close.
Well, you should clearly jump the cistern and go after him.
I slow down and stop and kind of wait for you guys to come out of the room.
Okay. Well, I immediately come running after. Do I notice the open door, or does?
You can do me a spot check as well.
I try and slow you guys down. Be like, whoa, 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 hold on. He's already escaped down a secret tunnel.
Perception check 14. That's enough for me to notice.
Yep.
I think unless Martin says something compelling, I will leap over the cistern and chase him down the secret tunnel.
You should be able to catch up with him with just your move action and then be able to attack.
Yep.
All right.
That's actually, that should be true. Is it what do I see when I open down the tunnel door?
You open the tunnel and it's literally just the tunnel going down. And you see him about 10 feet into the tunnel. So you manage to make it to his back and you swing an axe at him.
Yep.
Okay. Take your attack.
Miss.
That's a miss. And this is a 5-foot tunnel. So unless you somehow make space, you're the only one who's gonna fit through here.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my second wind and attack him again.
Should
13.
move. Okay,
You mean your action surge?
My action surge. Sorry, not my second wind.
okay, that's a miss as well.
Damn. Okay.
So you managed to hit him.
So it's Peter's turn.
I'll follow him through the door and use Sacred Flame. So that's a dex
works,
save for him. Versus
So
13.
he rolls a 3. So you can feel free to do the damage.
And it's radiant. Takes 7.
Yeah, it's intruder, and you just burn a clean hole between his in his skull, back of the skull, and he falls down on the ground with smoke, with a bit of smoke coming out.
Smoked brains.
Smoked brains.
Put that on a bun with some ketchup.
I pause.
I was just trying to give him an enlightening experience.
What sort of weapons were these guys using?
Same kind of weapons the others was using. They are using short swords, actually.
Oh shit! That's all I wanted to do.
If Martin doesn't grab one, I will hand one to him.
I toss my scimitar to the ground and pick up a short sword.
Yep, using short swords, and that's about it. That's about what they have, and studded with their armor on their horse.
Sweet.
Does the dwarf look okay? How's he doing for HP?
I'm down by 9, which puts me 1 above half. Or no, 1 below half.
So do we need to rest, or shall we continue?
I can just use a hit die, right?
Yeah, you can. No, you need to rest.
Use your hit die.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You can use your healing spells, but I think that's about it.
No, I think I'll be okay.
And
I have
you
a
have
healing
the
potion
potions
on me.
as
If
You
things
have
get
healing
messed.
potion, you have spells at your disposal. We can probably carry on.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So we continue walking down the staircase.
Well, I wanted. I saw
There's
that
no
back
staircase,
cistern
just
when you
a
got
tunnel.
jumped.
Okay. Do you want
There's
to
a-
take a look at the cistern? I mean, I think we found.
I found a treasure hidden inside of it,
Sure. Let's
and
take a look.
and then you got jumped. So I want to go back and look at the back.
Okay. So you go back, dip your head into the water and take the satchel back. Takes the satchel out, and it's a pretty big satchel. What could be inside? And as you open it, you see inside a potion, same color as the healing potions. So from what you can manage to figure out, it's still a healing potion. Then another potion, but of a great kind of liquid inside. You have no idea what this is. Besides that, the amount of gold is about 50. A clean set of ordinary traveling clothes. There seems to be a getaway kit.
A getaway kit?
This is what
As in,
inspires,
like,
right?
quickly grab the bag, run, leave town, and
Oh,
exactly.
survive in wherever.
This is what it seems to be.
Okay.
A drop bag, if you will.
Got it. That makes more sense.
Except instead of deodorant, it has a healing.
I thought it was like a kit for getting away, and I was like, how would you even sell that?
Okay. There's nothing valuable in there, though, right?
It's just 50G.
Gold
You asked
potions.
that. It was a shit ton. It was the most valuable treasure trove we've come across.
Yeah, especially since you didn't know about we don't know about the frog, so technically the other one was more valuable. But
The frog?
you stole
whatever art object you snagged.
Yeah.
We don't know about it, so if you forgot it, you probably lost it.
No, it's on the back of my character sheet.
Yeah.
So we continue down the staircase.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna keep
Got
this
it.
waterproof bag. That sounds useful. And then, do we want to give one of the potions of healing to Bumbletoe so we each have one?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, yours to
I'll do
distribute.
that. Just do
And we
that.
can do a taste testing of that other potion when we have a chance.
Yeah, later.
The thing kind of curves right here, and there is a big kind of there was a big kind of like hole around here going down. Let me actually see if I can find this over here. Should be okay. So a cold breeze fills this large natural cavern, carrying with the faint scent of decaying flesh. A crevice divides the cavern, and it's flanked by two rough stone columns that support a 20-foot-high ceiling. Two arched wooden bridges span the chasm. So basically, there's a bridge over here, and there's a bridge over here, and the chasm is about this big, covering most all of it, most of this room, dividing it into two. On the other side, you can see
I
about.
should show this on stream. There we go.
Should that? Yeah, this is very bad drawing for me. Sorry about this, but
The production value is already better than Dicing with Death. At least it's not neon green like all of my drawings seem to turn out to be.
Well,
And ignore this over here because this is actually a room. Okay, anyway, this is how it looks like.
So is there's something blocking? We can't just walk around the chasm?
You can just walk around the chasm, as I said, but I haven't put it here. It's like all of this is like the chasm is really dividing this room into two.
and there's two bridges that go across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we
There are
see
two
anyone
bridges.
or anything in the room?
What's it look like on the south side?
Hold my axe up high and shed light.
On the south side, you can see another tunnel kind of going down, and that's about it. This is about it.
Okay. Well, if I don't see anyone or any danger, I start crossing that bridge.
Yeah.
And I ask Martin, have you been here before?
No, back when I was traveling. No, back when I was traveling with the Red Brands, we didn't have this place. We just kind of hung out outside this Stonehill giant sleeping guy.
Well, once we clear this manor house, you can get used to comfortable living. This seems like a nice place to build my castle. And the both of you are
Okay.
welcome to join my service.
Excuse me, who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sort of lost in thought, daydreaming about the remodel, about the indoor pool that I'm going to be building into this cavern.
Okay, so as you go first, I'd like you to make me a
Perception check?
actually, yeah, perception check.
I like to think
if
they
you spot
ripped
anything.
perception off of 2 Point Neil.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like to think
One,
that too.
one can dream. All right.
Yep,
Yes.
nothing. You see nothing, and
except for my indoor pool. That is vividly imagined.
you do see that.
That's
exactly.
probably the issue, is that you just can't stop daydreaming.
He's looking at this chasm, and he's like, you chip a little here, you chip a little there, you spill on the sides.
I wonder how much water it would take to fill in that chasm.
Okay, what warrior were you, by the way? The lawful neutral or the lawful good?
I am the lawful neutral.
Okay,
I am the noble.
you're noble.
I'm not the peasant hero that's supposed to slay the dragon. I'm the dumb noble that's supposed to get burnt to a crisp.
I'm neutral good.
Yeah, just kind of neutral.
You hear a voice in your head, Feinwick, saying, "Well, well, what do we have here? Interested in gold, are you, and witches?"
But only Fenric hears this.
Is this my
Only
imagination?
Fennec hears this.
Speaking in common.
It is speaking in common.
I look around, trying to distinguish the source, and I turn to my party and I say, "Did you hear that?"
You
I'm sorry, I
guys-
farted.
You guys see and hear nothing, but after a couple of seconds, you do as well hear voices in your head. And
Have we crossed the bridge at this point?
no, you have not crossed the bridge. You are basically around here when you hear the voices in your head. Bumbleters, you hear a voice in your head saying, "And the prodigal son returns. Have you come back to join or
Glassstaff,
conquer?"
where are you, you bastard?
And finally, before we go on, which cleric are you? There's only one cleric, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just the one cleric.
Okay.
But remember, I want to be an actor, so if he's trying to tempt me, unless he doesn't know that.
Gods have no affair with humans. They have forsaken us, and you serve a weak one of them all. They just use you as their puppet.
Now, as a religious scholar, I'm pretty sure there's lots of gods have had affairs with mortals. Just saying. Zeus got around.
It's right here. It's in your character sheet, and you see a creature.
It's one of
coming
my
out
flaws,
of
isn't
the-
it?
Yep, exactly. You see a creature coming out of the shadows on the other side. Horrible creature.
Where?
On this side, on the other side of the crevice.
Is it coming down the hallway or out of the crevice?
No, out of the shadows on the other side.
Okay.
Because your light doesn't shine that far away.
Sure. Please, sorry for interrupting. Please describe said creature.
Said creature seems to be. I'm trying to find somewhat of a description of him because it's weird to describe it. It's basically a humanoid creature on 2 feet, but it's full of scales and like spikes coming out of its back, and it doesn't have 2 eyes but one huge eye that's all green, but its iris, which is completely black, and its fangs are dripping as he's looking at you, and he has big claws.
Now that I
It's,
am not familiar with.
Now that is a
Or-
good point to break if you're done describing, Chucky.
Bump, bump,
Exactly.
bump.
No, we got a
Bum, bum,
visual
bum.
too. Awesome. It's
Very
ugly.
cool.
Ah,
We have a visual. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, we'll see you guys in 3 to 5 minutes with the conclusion, not the conclusion, with the next stage of the campaign. See you guys in a moment.